5 children are left without a mother or father. After a violent holiday weekend in the district, Jaquan Helm and Venus Baggett were shot to death off Galveston Street in Southwest. And so far, police haven't arrested anyone for the crime. But WUSA 9's Michael Quander tells us family members have new details that might help in the investigation.
She was a school bus attendant in Prince George's County, and he was a contractor and youth football coach. Both of their lives ended with gunshots. Loved ones are in the middle of planning a funeral for Jaquan Helm and Venus Baggett. The couple was gunned down around 10 Saturday night. They were right here at the Gardens Apartments in Southwest. Family members say the couple lived in the complex and had 5 children. D.C. police are staying tight-lipped about the investigation, but Helm's sister told the Washington Post this all started from an argument that turned violent. Valencia Terrell explained the couple told some children to get out of the street. One of those boys ran inside of the apartments here, and a woman came outside arguing. At some point, that verbal altercation escalated when a man came out, pointed a gun, and shot Helm and Baggett. All of this is according to the family, but police have not confirmed that version of the story. The children who were there were not hurt.
What is it like living in the neighborhood?
Hell.
Why?
Because it's dangerous.
Some neighbors just don't feel safe living in the Bellevue community where all this went down.
It's getting rough.
While others say they never expected anything like this to happen on their block.
I'm shocked. I am. I'm shocked.
The city beefed up police patrols in Ward 8 and Ward 7 after this violent Memorial Day weekend in the district. A total of 4 people were killed between Monday and Friday, and more than a dozen were shot. And as police continue their investigation, people who live in this community are working to find solutions.
More policemen coming through, just riding through, or even walking through.
Anything to hopefully prevent something like this from happening again.
And that was Michael Quander reporting. We've created an interactive map that shows all of this weekend's shootings along with suspect descriptions. Just head over to WUSA9.com to see it.